Well, hello everybody, and thanks for joining. Today is Team Moneymakers regular lunchtime chats with Lisa, and today we are going over how to use this skincare advisor tool from your e-store, as well as showing you how to sell more skincare so that you can make more money in your Avon business. I'm going to break down a few things with all of you and what a skincare customer means to you each year as you're doing your business, and how that can add up over time, help you become a President's Club member, and give you some more insight even on your own skincare needs. So one of the first questions I have for all of you, and again, don't forget you can unmute your line or you can raise your hand and I'll unmute you, is how many of you are currently using a skincare regimen? I see Delana, I see Ben, I see Elizabeth. We have some people that aren't showing up on there. If you are and you need to unmute and say yes you are, feel free to do so because we only see so many Brady Bunch squares right now. Okay, that's good. And also my next question is, how many of you know your skin type, and how many of you would like to know if you don't know? So guys, the first question is, how many of you know your skin type? So Ben knows his skin type. Anybody else? Delana knows her skin type. How many of you are very confused on skincare regimens and how to use skincare and all that good stuff? Raise your hand if you are not sure. All right, we see Stephanie. And like I said, some people's cameras are off, so I either can't hear you or can't see you. Okay, so let's also ask the next question before we get started. Is how many of you knew about the skincare advisor? Delana knew. Okay, and I don't see anybody else unless your camera's not shown. So we're going to show you exactly today how to use the skincare advisor tool straight from your e-store so that you can speak to your customers and know their regimen and help sell more skincare. So what you're going to want to do is, first of all, on your e-stores, if you do not have this right here on your home page of your e-store, you're going to want to go into your web office and make sure that widget is right on your front page when people get to your e-store. Makes it a lot more accessible also for you if you are doing a skincare consult with them to be able to access it quickly without having to go to the Shop Now button. So to do that, again, web office, edit your e-store, and then play with your widgets. You will see little pencils on all of your widgets, and you can add that straight to the home screen. All right, guys? All right, so we're going to click straight on mine so you can see how this works. So you hit take the quiz, and I would like to role play with somebody that would like to volunteer on the quiz. So let me get this to open up, and we will do that. So who would like to be my volunteer for the consultation of asking the questions? I see Ben raising his hand. Okay, Ben, I'll unmute you. Okay. All right. So let me lower this a little bit. So when you're on the phone with your customer, you can open this skincare consultation and sound like a complete pro with them, okay? So I'm going to enter Ben's name here, and Ben, we're going to begin the consultation. So Ben, is your skin sensitive or normal?
Sensitive.
Okay, so we're going to click sensitive. How would you describe, Ben, your overall skin concern? Would you say that it's dull and discolored, lines and wrinkles, dry skin, uneven texture? Do you have oily skin and enlarged pores, or dryness and damage?
Like oily skin
Yep.
and enlarged pores.
Okay, so we're going to click that. Are you concerned with lines and wrinkles yet around the eye area? Now, remind you guys, Ben is like young.
23, Lisa, but people say I look like I'm 17.
Okay, how old are you?
23.
Okay, so do you have concerns about wrinkles around your eyes yet?
No.
No, okay.
Men should be concerned with that.
Okay, so look how quick this was, guys. Just a few questions, and this is the recommendation that I have been given for Ben. So Ben, you should be using the Anew Clean Micellar Cleansing Water, which is a good choice. You can moisturize for day with the NutriFX, which gives you your SPF 15 as well. And for night, you can use the NutriFX Balance Night Gel with, it's a cream oil and it's oil free. Now we can select this right to the bag and order it for Ben, but let's say you want to tell Ben more about it. All you have to do is scroll over it. If he says, well, I have more questions, you can immediately tell your customer more and sound like a complete pro. okay? Now, you can print these results. Do you see on the bottom here? You can also snip these results. So if you don't have a snipping tool, you can use a snipping tool, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So Ben, here are your skincare recommendations. Let's say Ben is on my Facebook. I just snipped this, and I could send this to him in a private message as well and say, this is the regimen for you, okay? So there's a couple ways you can do this. Let me exit this. I'm not saving the snip. Okay, simple, right? You can go ahead and click on these things and say, yes, I'd like to add all these things to the bag. Now, we're in my personal profile right now. Thank you, Ben, for doing that with me. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and mute your line real quick. Okay, so that's how simple it is, guys. Now, let's take this a step further. Let's say you have an older customer that is not tech savvy, has no idea how to go to your e-store if they're going to do it on their own, and maybe they live in another state. So if it's somebody that lives in another state, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to sign in as that customer. Now I'm going to use one of my other customers just as a mock right now, or actually, yeah, I'm going to see if I can sign in as, what you want to do is sign in as them. If you do not have a profile for them and they're older and they're not savvy or they don't have a computer, then you can create them a profile. So now it says, hi, Lisa. So I have created my own. So let's just pretend this is a customer of mine in her actual profile. So I can do this straight for my customer and order it straight for her with her credit card and have it sent straight to her house. Okay, so if you have a customer that's unsavvy, you can see here, make sure it always says who that is shopping with you, and then create them a profile. So, hi Lisa, sign out, view orders by Lisa, my account, and you can do the skincare advisor right from there. Okay, so let's do one more recommendation for one more person that's on the call. Suani, can I use you if I unmute your line, would you be cool to use you for that consult?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to use Suani here, and I am probably still not saying your name right. Am I saying it right?
It's okay.
Say it again for me.
Suhani.
Suani, got it. Okay. S-U-J-A-N-Y, no A-N-Y. Okay, so we're going to do one more, and then we're going to go move on to some things. So, Suani, tell me, is your skin sensitive or normal?
It's normal.
Normal, okay. And how many products do you use right now in your daily routine? Would you say fewer than 3, 3 to 5, or more than 5?
Fewer than 3.
Fewer than 3, okay. On the average, how many hours of sleep do you get a night? Would you say less than 7 hours or at least 7? 7 hours or more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at least 7 hours, okay. And how would you best describe your lifestyle? Are you urban, outdoor with sun exposure, or mostly indoors with the air conditioning and heat?
I would say mostly indoor with the AC.
With the AC, okay. And what's your skin type? Dry to very dry, normal, oily, combination, or sensitive?
Combination.
Combination, okay. And what concern do you feel needs the most targeted treatment? Would you say it's dryness, a rough texture, fine lines, wrinkles, deep wrinkles, firmness, uneven skin tone, lack of radiance, or all of the above?
Uneven skin tone.
Uneven skin tone. So she knows. You see this? Okay, how would you describe your overall main skin concern? Would you say it's the uneven skin tone, firmness, wrinkles, lines, or lack of radiance?
I think it would be lack of radiance as well.
Lack of radiance as well, okay. And do you like to experiment with new formats and luxurious formulas?
Yes, I do.
You do, all right. So here we go. See how different the skincare regimens can be and the questioning. Ben's was a real quick, like 3 questions, and hers was much more intense depending on how she answered the questions. So this gives a larger regimen for her. It gives her everything from her cleanser to her treatments, her day and night creams, and her eye treatment as well. And then also gives them optimal items that she can add as well. She's got the option also for auto replenish here on the Vital products. So I can discuss this with my customer in depth to say, these are the items, would you like to go over them? Again, they can be printed, they can be emailed, you know, and you can send them right off to your customer. So isn't that pretty cool? Like that. Okay, so do you see how that can totally help you? Thank you for being my guinea pig there to test that, Suhani. Appreciate it. Okay, so how do we guys like this so far? Good? All right. So are we going to be using this tool more often? Yes. Okay. And see, I've got her name right here. Those are the recommendations. So we're going to step out of the e-store because we're already 11 minutes in and I have some other things to share with you in regards to selling skincare. But I do want to make sure you guys start using this on a more regular basis. Tell your customers that you wouldn't mind giving, would they like a free skincare consult? No purchase necessary. Just want to ask them a few questions to help them determine their needs and show them some great skincare products. And for doing the free skincare consult with you, you'll be happy to get them some free samples of the regimen for them to try. Okay, so that should help you. We did this back a few months ago. I had many of you take the skincare challenge, and we offered this to our customers, and so many of you got on the phone, contacted several of your customers, 10 or more, some of you, and did these free skincare consults with free samples for those that participated. I'm sure many of you that did this ended up with customers from the free skincare, because once you do the free samples, what's the next step? What do we need to do, guys? After you've given samples and you've done this, what do we need to do? We need to follow up. Delana said, that's right, we need to follow up. Because if we don't follow up, we need to find out how they're liking what they're trying. What results are they seeing? You got to ask those open-ended questions to help find out what your customers are liking and to see if they're ready to place that order, whether it be online or through you direct. Okay? All right, so we're going to leave this screen and we're going to move to another screen. This is all about, let's see, let's move here. So, were you aware that in your area at youravon.com, under the Campaign Central tab, let me look here real quick. I've got 3 million tabs open on my screen, like I said. I believe it's Campaign Central. Am I correct? Campaign Central. That's the new tab. They've changed names a few times. So Campaign Central, you want to look on the left side. Did you know that there are a ton of different skincare informational sheets that you can print out, as well as information to help coach you and train you? You also have this awesome and new fall skincare. Now, of course, this is from last year, but a lot of it is still very relevant. Gives you all kinds of information that you can share with your customers on our different product lines. So look at this, epidermis, dermis, hypodermis. You can get a complete information. One great thing that you can do with this is if you wanted to print these out and put them in the clear cellophane like magazine holders and use this to take with you if you're actually making house calls, this would be great to be able to go over these needs. Look at this, the 7 sins for skin: sun, smoking, stress, pollution, facial expressions, your diet, and your sleep position. Okay? Skin in aging stages shows you where it's happening. So if you did not know this was here, you need to check this out. And always, there's 4 steps to skincare: cleansing, treating, moisturizing, and your eyes. Okay? So make sure you're following that as well. We'll have to do a more in-depth class another time on the actual skincare. If that's something you guys would like to do, we can do that. But this is a great guide if you didn't know that this was here, even complete with each of the regimens. So it tells you the new reverseless is for the 40s. The new platinum is for 50s to 60s, okay? And then the ultimate is multiple ages. They used to be 50s line, but they made it multiple ages, okay? And then all the way down to Power Serum, all this is here, okay? So let me go back here. You got an FAQ on auto replenish as well. And let me move, I'm getting some stuff in the way here of my screen, which is why I can't seem to share this with you. So I'm going to stop the screen share for just a second here. And we're going to come back to our Brady Bunch squares. All right, so I can see Allison on and Julie. Thanks for joining. Okay, so one thing I want to discuss with you now is let's talk about the money, right? Okay, so the value of a skincare customer. We are going to use an example from our campaign 20 brochure. If you have a brochure handy, feel free to grab it. We are looking at page 57. We have our new Beauty Boost masks. Did you guys see these? This would be great for any customer to go ahead and try as an add-on sale to what you may already be selling. It's a great thing that maybe some girls would like to do while watching their favorite Project Runway on Thursday nights, guys, with a glass of wine and a facial mask. Maybe you could take orders early for this for the next viewing party that you hold in your house and do a fun mask with wine and watch the show. That'd be a fun girls' evening out to do. And maybe you can, like I said, purchase these ahead of time and sell them to them as well. So this would be a good idea to do. And then you could talk skincare as well during the commercial breaks. So that's one idea. The next idea is, let's talk about, again, like I said, the value. So these are $20, right? Let's use, I've got a paper clip on my page here. Let's just use this with the $20 sale along with the Skin Vincible in campaign 20, which is normally $36 each. They're on sale this campaign for $19.99. Now, these products here are suitable for all skin types. They're fragrance-free. The SPF in the day cream is an SPF of 50. And so this might be something you can recommend to somebody that says they have allergies or sensitive to smells. They are looking for high SPF. Asking the right questions is going to help you determine. But we're going to use this as an example today. So with this being on sale for $20, and then if you sold them the mask, that is a $60 sale, guys, right? Okay, just to get them started. Now, as they continue in their regimen, if they love this, the next time you might offer them, what would come next? If they've got a day cream, a night cream, and a fun treatment, what would come next? What would be something you could recommend next if they're loving their regimen? Delena's pointing to her eyes, an eye cream. What else, guys? What else do we need to do in skincare? Could you recommend to add to the regimen? Don't be shy. You've got your treatment, right? With the mask is kind of a fun thing to do. You've got your eye cleanser. Ben's rubbing his face. That's right. You got to cleanse, right? That's the first step. So a cleanser. Think about how the sale that is $60, adding a cleanser and an eye cream several times a year, because they're going to run out, can turn into, let's say if our cleansers are what, about $12 or so for the cleanser, and eye cream could be $20 plus, you're looking at $60, $70, $80, at least $100, and that's with it on sale. Okay, but let's do this regular example here of just 20, 20, and 20. So that's $60. There she is. She's got the new clean out on there. So they're on sale for $6.99, okay, right now. But let's just use the 3 products for the basic skincare. Let's get them a day cream, a night cream to try, and maybe a fun product, which is the mask. $60. If you are at 40%, you're going to earn $24 on one sale. What if they add the A box for another $10? Now your sale is $70 times, if it's 40%, $28 in your pocket. If we use the example of just $60, 6 times a year, I've done the math. If you guys write this stuff down, it will blow your mind, okay? 6 times a year at $60, okay, is $360 for one customer, just at $60 on skincare, okay? If you had 20 customers buying $60 in skincare from you 6 times a year, do you know that your award sales would be $7,200 just from the skincare? Do you know that just from that, you would earn $2,880 just from 3 products to 20 people in a year? Guys, skincare is huge. Repeat business over and over and over again. Let's look here. If you did your own regimen, okay, each year. And like I said, per customer, if they're doing $24 times just 6, okay, we got one customer 6 times a year. One customer is $144. Again, times 20, you're earning $2,880 on 20 customers a year for 3 products that you sold on sale. On sale. So imagine when it's not on sale. What if you get those customers on auto replenish from the e-store? Automatically, just 6. Now remember, on auto replenish, did you know that they can change the frequency 4 times, 6 times? They can skip if they want to. That's an automatic sale so many times a year, hitting your award sales for the campaign, hitting your pocketbook in credits, okay? Now, the ones that are not on auto replenish, you need to be following up every so many months and checking with them. How are you doing on your skincare regimen, Susie? Or is it time to replace your products? I notice it's been about 3 months that you might be running out of your day cream. And right now it's on sale for only $20. Oh, yes, Lisa, please add that to it. Also, did you know this campaign, I am sharing the A-Box, okay? Or did you know that we have our eye cream? I know you haven't tried it yet, but have you tried the new clinical eye lift yet? I think I gave you a sample of that a while back. Would you be interested in adding maybe that to your order today? It's on sale for only $20 as well. And what it does is it lifts the brow and also smooths the under eye area to give you a lifted look. Okay? You gotta sell it. Think like you're a home shopping network person, okay? When you are working these products, what are they selling? We're not trying to be salesy, but you want to sell benefits, right? When you're on Facebook and you see these ads popping up for different things, what are people talking about? They're talking about how they love the product. What is the product doing for them? Doesn't that sell you and get you excited? It could be a new wave oven. It could be a mop for your house. And you're like, dang, that's going to save me some time. That's an awesome product. Look at the price. Oh my God, they're throwing in bonus offers. What is our bonus offer? For $10 more, you can add the A-Box because you've reached your $40. Okay? Increasing your sales. What else is this doing? Does anybody care to tell me what else an A-Box does for them in their sales? Aside from increasing, what is this doing? Feel free to unmute yourself or raise your hand. What is an A-Box doing for you by putting that product in somebody's hands? Okay, so Hanny's raising her hand. Let me unmute you. Hang on, my mouse is, you're unmuted. Okay, so what is that doing for you? It's introducing them to new products for
their next campaign.
There you got it. And repeat sales over and over again when they love it, because it might be a product they would not have tried without the A-Box. And I've already experienced this. I don't know if you guys have experienced this with A-Box. Thank you very much for answering the question. I don't know if you guys have experienced this yet with A-Box, but I had a customer that was using a very expensive mascara, and in one of our last A-Boxes got the Big and Daring mascara. Do you know that she loved it so much? I asked her, you do this too. You got a customer that's loving something, say, you know what? I would love it if you wouldn't mind sharing that on social media and including my e-store. And for doing your review like that, I'm going to throw a free product in your next order for you. She happily wrote an amazing review for me, tagged me in the post, put my e-store, and guess what? In her next order, I am throwing in a full-size Footworks. Something's going in her bag for promoting me. So it doesn't always have to be you. If somebody is loving skincare, loving something that you're using, ask them to do a review for you, okay? And tell them for doing the review, you got something special for them, okay? We have about 10 minutes left in this webinar because I'm getting my little warning. What I'd like to ask you guys is feel free to either unmute or raise your hand. Sometimes I can't see everybody's Brady Bunch square, but feel free to unmute or raise your hand and share with me what you've learned today, what you might incorporate into your business in the next 2 weeks or next week or so. And if you haven't done your regimen, if you're going to get off this webinar and go do your own regimen with your skincare advisor. So talk to me. Unmute your lines or raise your hand, please. And don't be shy.
Well,
Okay.
I'll start.
Okay, Delana?
I did not know. I have the Skincare Advisor app on my phone.
Okay.
I didn't know you could do that on your e-store.
There you
How
go.
about that? So I will definitely go on there. Also, on the Campaign Central, I'm going to print out a bunch of those and start putting them on pages and sending them to people. You know, I have a very good skincare line of customers. Maybe it's because my customers are older, and they care more about their skin, but they order a lot, and it is for the money, that's for sure.
And not only that, we have to remember that if you are not using the skincare, how can your customers believe in the product? You have to be using it. They might be saying to you, Lisa, your skin is radiant, or what are you doing for your eyes, or what, you know, you always look smooth and whatever. You being excited about it, like I love, and I don't know about you guys, are you using the eye lift yet? I love the eye lift. Like I get so excited about the eye lift because that gel, I swear before I put it just helps lift the eye. And one of my customers the other day said to me, Lisa, I know I'm probably not supposed to. She goes, but I'm using that gel under my eyes too because, you know, it's probably not meant for there. She goes, but it seems to be tightening it up. Plus she uses the cream. So you get tips sometimes even from your own customers. Thank you for sharing that, Delana. Who else would like to share?
Don't forget the neck.
Don't forget your neck. We've got the new neck cream. You got to use it on the neck. You're right. Who else would like to share what you've learned today or what you're going to incorporate in the next week?
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Ben.
So I have learned about that there's many other different types of skin products out there, but the one I said about the acne, I mean the cleanser mineral water, I use the gel cleanser for the oily combination every time.
Yeah.
I go in the shower, I use it on my face. It's really smooth.
Good, good. And you know, the advisor, you know, for those that might be really confused is basically that it's an advisor. But if your customer, if you're talking with them and maybe they're very acneogenic, they've got a lot of acne or whatever, you can also look at like Clear Skin Professional for them. You can look into other options if they prefer a foamier wash over the water, then you of course can substitute that out and get them something that they're more comfortable with.
That's why I give my customers options, because options is what they want and what they need and what they like.
You got it. You're perfect, Ben. That's why you do so well.
Preach it, son.
Preach it, son.
She taught me.
There you go. We got the mother-son team there, Ben and Elizabeth, working their business. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Jennifer Moisture or Julie or Allison or Stacy, and there's some people joining by phone. Anybody have any questions, comments before this time's out for today's lunchtime chat? Oh, we got Stephanie that's got a question. Let me unmute you, Stephanie. Okay, go girl.
Okay, I was talking to my aunt yesterday on the way home because we were witches for the weekend.
Okay.
And she was talking about that maybe my skin's kind of dry. Okay, tried on I switched makeups because the one I had before wasn't enough, so I switched to a different foundation balls that have full coverage.
Okay.
And had it on, she said, look, kind of like patchy, like my skin's like dry or something. I need some kind of moisturizer. I'm not sure what I should do.
Okay, so you probably need a good exfoliant, I would say, and also just definitely moisturize before putting on your makeup. You might want to try, if your skin is not real sensitive, you may want to try the peel pads or something to give you a nice little exfoliation once or twice a week. Definitely do a test patch first to make sure you're not too sensitive to the glycolic. But you could do that and then make sure you moisturize really well morning and evening before applying your makeup so that the application goes on smooth. That would be my recommendation, but you should jump on into the Skincare Advisor and check out for that. And Suani wanted to say something, so let me unmute her real quick.
Hi, I wanted to know, I'm an esthetician,
yes,
and usually moisturizer has a larger molecular size than serum does. So maybe she might want to try a serum.
Yeah.
Because I would, since the molecular size is smaller, it might get deeper into her skin and help her out with any dryness that she might be feeling. And serum, since it's a little bit oilier, it actually makes your foundation application better.
Awesome. See, we got an expert
So
on
that might work
that.
for her.
Perfect. Thanks for
Which one would
sharing.
that be?
Which you would do maybe like the power serum or something to that effect?
Yeah, that would probably be the best.
Yeah, put on a power serum, and then, you know, if she still needs the extra moisture, maybe like the deep recovery, or even at night, the overnight treatment mask, which is moisturizing, might do with the shea beads for evening kind of thing. Awesome.
Exactly.
Love the sharing. Perfect. Thank you. All right, and I'm going to mute that out. Who else has questions or comments? Tell me how you're going to boost your skincare business. That's what I want to hear. What are you going to incorporate? I've got some questions here. Thought starters. So how are you going to sell skincare is a question, and what goals do you have for skincare between now and the end of the year? How many skincare customers would you guys like to have? I see people making
100.
100. Yay! Good question. Good answer. Good answer. She wins. She wins. Everybody would like to have 100, but I mean, like, in the next, 2 weeks, how many skincare consults can you get on the phone and do? That's what I want to know. How many can you incorporate into your schedule over the next 2 weeks to give yourself a goal that you're going to do X amount of skincare consults? Because remember, the consults are going to turn into sales, the sales are going to turn into award sales, and the award sales are going to into your money, into your pocket, okay? And the repeat sales. So how many can you challenge yourself with? And if we run out of time here, I want you to talk with me either in private message or on our group and tell me how many you're going to do in the next 2 weeks. So if you could think about it now, how many days? We got 2 weeks. How many are you going to challenge yourself to do? So we got, okay, so Ben, you go first. How many, Elizabeth? 10? 10?
Maybe like a 7, because that's the lucky number.
7, okay. 7, and then Elizabeth said 10, and then so Annie, how many are you going to do?
I think I can do 20.
20. Woo! Love it. Awesome. Delana.
I say 10 a week.
10 a week. I love it. Let me ask Stephanie. Stephanie, how many are you going to go for?
I'm going to try 10 or 15.
Love
I
it.
like a good challenge.
It is a good challenge. Just get on the phone and begin that dialing. Perfect. How about Susie Casa? How many are you going to try, Susie?
10.
10. I love it. And Julie, I'm going to unmute you, honey. How many are you going to try over the next 2 weeks or week? But Julie knew if she can talk, she might be at work and not able to talk. I think she is at work. I'm asking her. Okay, I'll mute you, Julie. You tell me later. How about Jennifer Moisture? I've got you unmuted. How many would you like to try to do in the next week?
5 to 10.
5 to 10. I love it. And Julie knew answered she's at work. She said 10 because she's at whatever. And Stacy, if you're not at work, I'm unmuting you. How many would you? She said she'll try to 5. She already did that there. And somebody's joining by phone. I'm unmuting you. How many would you like to do? Who is calling by phone? Is it Pat? I have you unmuted. Okay, I don't know who that is by phone. Maybe they are at work too and cannot speak and are just listening. But I'm very excited, guys, to have you guys on today. I really hope this helps get you excited more about skincare. Of course, we could go on the subject. I have tons of information on skincare that we can do some more skincare talk and help you. And it is ending. So we will see you guys. Bye.